What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Match Day 12, Weekend End Edition. Let's get started. So first up, we have Columbus Crew versus LAFC. Currently, Columbus are 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, whereas LAFC have lost their last 2 games, but their current 5 forms is 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. LAFC have won the last 2 matches versus Columbus Crew, and I think we're going to make it a third. LAFC 2-1 over Columbus Crew. Moving on, we have DC United versus Toronto FC. DC currently are 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. And then Toronto, on the other hand, very sad. They have a 5-loss streak going on here. But DC United haven't won in the last 2 home matches, but Toronto hasn't even scored in their last 3. So, with that being said, DC United 1-0 over Toronto. So then next up, we have FC Cincinnati versus New England Revs. FC Cincinnati, I still like FC Cincinnati. I think they're doing well. Currently, they have 4 wins and 1 loss in the last 5. For the Revs, it is 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. I think this is going to be a good game there in Cincinnati between the two of these. New England Revolution have won their previous 4 matches against FC Cincinnati, but I do believe that stops today, but it is not a win. It is a 2-2 draw there at TQL Stadium in Cincinnati. Then we move on to my 2 favorite teams in the league. We got Nashville SC versus Atlanta United. Currently, Nashville are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. Unfortunately, Atlanta is 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses. Nashville SC haven't lost to Atlanta in the last 5 meetings, which that is a very sad thing. 3 wins and 2 draws. And then on the other hand, Atlanta has not kept a clean sheet in the last 5 games. So I do think, though, that Atlanta get their revenge-ish on Nashville from the U.S. Open Cup. I think this game ends in a 1-1 draw there in Nashville. So we move on to Montreal versus Real Salt Lake. Currently, Montreal are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. They did lose to Nashville midweek. And then Real Salt Lake, they are currently 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. Montreal are on fire. They haven't lost to Real Salt Lake in the last 5 meetings, kind of like Nashville, 3 wins, 2 draws against them. And Real Salt Lake hasn't scored in the last 3 away matches. I do believe they scored this game, but Montreal's too good. They win this game 3-1 over Real Salt Lake. Next up, we have Charlotte FC and Vancouver Whitecaps. Currently, Charlotte is 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. Whitecaps are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. Unfortunately for the Whitecaps, they have not won a game in their last 8 away games. And I think that, unfortunately, continues for them. I think that Charlotte win this game at home 2-0 over the Whitecaps. I think they shut the Whitecaps out in this game. So let's just move right along here. We got NYCFC versus Chicago Fire. Again, NYCFC are on fire. Currently 4 wins and a draw. Chicago, on the other hand, not so much. 1 draw, 4 losses. Right now, New York City is ranked first in big chances. And then, unfortunately for Chicago, which is probably the most struggling team, I feel like, they have not won a match in the last 9 and haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 6. So, with that being said, I think their struggles continue, and I think NYCFC wins this game 3-1 over Chicago there at Yankee Stadium. Now we move on. Inter Miami versus New York Red Bull. Currently, Miami is 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, whereas the Red Bulls are 2 wins and 3 draws. So, I don't know, but also Miami have not lost. They're unbeaten in the last 4 games at home, but New York in the last 2 games against the Inter Miami, they have won. Hard one to pick for me. I actually end up just going with a draw on this one. I think it's going to end up being a 1-1 draw there in Miami. So next up, we have FC Dallas versus Minnesota United. Unfortunately, Dallas lost their last game against the Whitecaps, but currently they are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. Minnesota, unfortunately, are 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses in their last 5. Dallas is currently 3rd in the West, where Minnesota is 9th. Minnesota haven't lost to FC Dallas in the last 5 games. They are 3 wins, 2 draws, kind of like the other teams that I've said there. But I think that streak ends this weekend. I do believe FC Dallas get this done at home, 2-0 at Toyota Stadium. Now we have San Jose Earthquakes versus Sporting Kansas City. Currently, the Earthquakes are on a little bit of a streak there. 3 wins, a draw, and a loss, where Sporting is 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Currently, both teams are 12th and 13th in the table. Earthquakes are, though, unbeaten in the last 7 games at home. And then, on top of that, Sporting KC have not won a game away in the last 9. So, with that being said, though, I still don't think they get their win. Earthquakes stay unbeaten. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, though. 6 goals altogether, but a 3-3 draw there at PayPal Park. I think you should say that 5 times fast. Anyway, we got next LA Galaxy versus Houston Dynamo. LA Galaxy are currently 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. Houston Dynamo, though, are 2 wins and 3 losses in the last 5. LA Galaxy have scored 6 goals in the last 5 games. I think that LA get this one done. They haven't won in the last 2 games for themselves. I think since they're at home, I think they get this done over the Houston Dynamo 3-1. Now we have Colorado Rapids versus Seattle Sounders. Colorado currently are 2 wins and 3 losses, where Seattle is 3 wins and 2 losses. Currently, Colorado is 7th in the table, Seattle 11th in the table, which is not going to last long. Colorado, though, are unbeaten in the last 7 home games, and I think that is going to actually come to an end. Seattle are going to go into Dick's Sporting Goods Park and win this game 2-1. Seattle's just too good. I think that we're going to see them go on a streak. They might go on a 5-game win streak. I could see it happening. So next up, our second to last game, we have Austin FC versus Orlando City. Currently, Austin is 3 wins and 2 draws. Orlando City, 3 wins and 2 draws also to match that. Currently, Austin is averaging still 2.1 goals a game. And then also, Orlando City haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 6 games. I don't think that Orlando goes into Q2 Stadium to win this game. I think that Austin walk away with the 3 points with a 2-1 victory at Q2. Now we have Portland Timbers versus Philadelphia Union. I still can't believe with just drawing as much as the Union are that they're still first in the East. Currently, the Timbers are 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. Philadelphia Union, 4 draws and a loss in the last 5. Timbers haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 5. And also, the Union haven't won a game in the last 7. So it's either been a draw or a loss in the last 7. And I think that continues. I think that the Timbers step up this weekend at Providence Park and tie this game 1-1 with the Union. I just don't think the Union, I don't know what's going on with them. They started out very strong, best team in the league, and have fallen off. Timber are coming up, though. I think that they're starting to do a little bit better. They are 10th in the table in the West, but it is what it is. And that is actually it for the games for the weekend. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you for the review.